We'll start with another session on problem solving on quadratic equations and polynomials. So let's say start with this. Simple questions to begin with. Question. Find the cubic whose all roots are 3 less than the roots of the equation x cubed minus 3x squared minus 4x plus 12 equal to 0. Find the cubic whose all roots are 3 less than the roots of the equation x cubed minus 3x squared minus 4x plus 12. So simple सा transformation of roots का question है ये. So we assume that let's say the roots of this are alpha, beta, gamma. Then we basically have to find the cubic whose roots are 3 less. So alpha minus 3, beta minus 3, gamma minus 3. So how do you do this? Alpha dash is the new root. We want it to be alpha minus 3, which implies alpha is alpha dash plus 3. Alpha is the root of the equation. So alpha dash plus 3 plug in कर देंगे. So alpha dash plus 3 whole cube minus 3 alpha dash plus 3 whole square minus 4 alpha dash plus 3 plus 12 is equal to 0. And all we have to do is simplify कर लो इसको. So this would be alpha dash whole cube plus 3a square b. So 3 3 is a 9. So 9 alpha dash whole square plus 3a b square 927 alpha dash plus b cube 27 minus 3 alpha dash square 3 3 3 to the 6 6 3 is a 18. So minus alpha dash and minus 27 minus 4 alpha dash minus 12 plus 12 is equal to 0. So 27 cut gaya, 12 cut gaya. We end up getting the value as alpha dash whole cube plus 9 minus 3, 6 alpha dash square and 27 minus 18, 9 minus 4, 5 plus 5 alpha dash is equal to 0. So the required cubic would be x cubed plus 6x square plus 5x is equal to 0. Is everyone clear with this? Next question.
सर क्वाड्रेटिक का प्रैक्टिस करवा रहे हैं क्या?
हाँ क्वाड्रेटिक का.
Okay, sir.
हाँ, solving questions on quadratics. So let's say fx is capital pi x minus a1, I going from 1 to 3 plus summation I going from 1 to 3 ai minus 3x. Where ai is less than ai plus 1. Then the roots of fx are one real, two imaginary, three real and distinct, option 3, three equal roots, option 4, three imaginary roots. So I hope all of you remember capital pi represents a product series. So according to that, fx over here is defined as x minus a1 into x minus a2 into x minus a3 plus summation of ai है. So a1 plus a2 plus a3 minus 3x. This is basically what fx is given to be. तो थोड़ा सा rearrange कर लेंगे. So this is like x minus a1 into x minus a2 into x minus a3 plus a1 minus x plus a2 minus x plus a3 minus x. Okay. And now we have to comment on the nature of the roots for this. So to find the nature of the roots in this, what we do is we use IMVT, which we had discussed in the last online session, IMVT. So suppose we have a real number line, minus infinity, a1, a2, a3, and infinity. So it's a cubic. Yeah. So what will be the sign of fx at minus infinity?
Positive.
So minus infinity minus a1 will be negative, minus infinity minus a2 would be negative, minus infinity minus a3 will be negative. तो ये तीन negatives will be negative. So x cube वाला term negative होगा. So at minus infinity, the function would be negative. Okay. Because x cube will dominate over these linear terms. Okay, next. What would be f of a1? a1 पे साइन क्या होगा? तो at a1 ये हो गया 0, ये हो गया 0. Now this becomes a2 minus a1, a3 minus a1. But it is given in the question that ai is less than ai plus 1, which would imply that a1 is less than a2 is less than a3. So a2 minus a1 would be positive, a3 minus a1 will be positive. So a1 पे the function would be positive. Next, what will happen at a2? a2 पे ये फिर से 0, इस केस में ये 0 होगा. Now over here a1 minus a2 will be negative, but a3 minus a2 would be positive. So it's like we cannot comment on the nature of the values for this. कि भाई एक term positive है, एक term negative है. Now we don't know whose magnitude is more, so we won't be able to comment on the sign at a2. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. a3 चेक करो. तो a3 पे ये 0 हो गया, ये 0 हो गया. Now this would be a1 minus a3 negative, a2 minus a3 negative. तो a3 पे वैल्यू नेगेटिव है, and as x tends to plus infinity, it's a cubic with a positive leading coefficient, तो यहाँ पे प्लस हो जाएगा. So now from IMVT, what can we conclude? If you remember IMVT last class, if a polynomial function changes sign in an interval, it must have at least one root in the interval. So between minus infinity to a1, there must be one root over here. Between a1 and a3, there must be one root over here. And between a3 and plus infinity, एक root यहाँ पे चाहिए. So that means this function will have three real and distinct roots. Is anyone clear on this? Next. Question 3. Find all values of A for which the equation x bar 4 minus 2ax square plus x plus a square minus a equal to 0 has all its roots real. Find the range of values of A for which this biquadratic will have 4 real roots. Okay, the mechanism of solving this for all values of a for which the roots are real, we do it in this way. Since we have to find the values of a, what we do is we rewrite the equation as a quadratic in a. Okay, rearrange karo. So we'll write it as a square minus 2x plus 1 a plus x power 4 plus x is equal to 0. You know, so this is a quadratic in a. Now from any quadratic in a, how do we find the value of a? We apply Shidharacharya. So a from here would be 2x plus 1 plus minus root over of b square. So 2x plus 1 whole square minus 4ac. So x power 4 plus x divided by 2. Now let's see what we get on simplifying this. So this would be 2x plus 1 plus minus root over of ये हो गया 4x square plus 4x plus 1 minus 4x power 4 minus 4x. तो 4x तो कैंसिल हो गया. Whole divided by 2. X power 4 minus 2ax square plus x plus a square minus 8. अच्छा ये 2x square होगा. 2x square होगा. 2ax square था. एक square होगा. यहाँ पे भी square होगा. हाँ अब ठीक है. तो वो ये हो जाएगा यहाँ पे ठीक है ना. So now if we do this again, so ये होगा 4x power 4 4 2 to the plus 4x square plus 1 minus 4x power 4 minus 4x. हाँ तो 4x power 4 cancel हो जाएगा and this will end up becoming 2x plus 1 plus minus root over of अच्छा 4x square minus 4x plus 1 हो गया 2x minus 2x minus 1. तो यहाँ पे भी एक्स स्क्वायर हो जाएगा, यहाँ पे भी एक्स स्क्वायर हो जाएगा और ये 2x माइनस 1 का होल स्क्वायर हो जाएगा बाई 2. सो रूट और स्क्वायर कैंसिल हो गया. सो वी गेट ईदर a इज इक्वल टू 2x स्क्वायर प्लस 1 प्लस 2x माइनस 1 बाई 2 और a इज इक्वल टू 2x स्क्वायर प्लस 1 माइनस 2x प्लस 1 बाई 2. तो ये आ गया x इज इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस एक्स और a इज इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स plus 1, which now end up becoming quadratics in x minus a equal to 0 एन ये हो गया एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स प्लस 1 माइनस ए इज इक्वल टू 0. अब when will the biquadratic have 4 real roots? When this has 2 real roots and this also has 2 real roots, so they add up to become the 4 real roots that we need in the question. But when will the first quadratic give us 2 real roots? D greater than 0, D greater than equal to 0. So D greater than equal to 0 will give us, यहाँ पे क्या हो गया, b square 1 minus 4a is greater than equal to 0 और a is वन प्लस फोर हो गया ना, तो 1 plus 4a is greater than equal to 0 और that will give us a is greater than minus 1 by 4 और यहाँ पे d greater than equal to 0 करेंगे तो आएगा 1 minus 4 times 1 minus a is greater than equal to 0. So that's like minus 3a plus 4a is greater than equal to 0 or 4a is greater than equal to 3. A is greater than equal to 3 by 4. Now, what will be the intersection of the two? So the final answer of this would be A is greater than equal to 3 by 4. So, or rather, we'll write the answer in this way. A belongs to, well, 3 by 4 to infinity. A has to lie between 3 by 4 to infinity for this equation to have 4 real roots. Was everyone able to understand the question? These are all unique questions that we are discussing right now. Clear है ना सबको? Next question. Find the product of the uncommon roots of the polynomials x power 4 plus 2x cubed minus 8x squared minus 6x plus 15 polynomials px equal to this. And the qx being the polynomial x cubed plus 4x squared minus x minus 10. Find the product of the uncommon roots of the two polynomials. So method of solving. So we take the first polynomial px. So px can be written as x power 4 minus 8x squared plus 15 and a plus 2x cubed minus 6x. थोड़ा सा rearrange करते हैं because these three terms can be middle term factorized. So it will be like writing x power 4 minus 5x squared minus 3x squared plus 15 and यहाँ से आ जाएगा plus 2x taken common x square minus 3 and this will end up becoming x square minus 3 into x square minus 5 plus 2x into x square minus 3. तो ये हो गया x square minus 3 taken common x square plus 2x minus 5. So the roots of 3x would be given by these two. Either x is plus minus root 3 and यहाँ से आ जाएगा x square minus 2x minus 5 से दो रूट्स यहाँ से आ जाएगा. Now let's say that we try to factorize qx. So for qx, if you notice, x cubed plus 4x square minus x minus 10. It's a cubic. So we try to find a root. अब इसमें तो ऐसे terms है नहीं जो factorize हो जाएंगे. So what we do is we try to find a root by hit and trial. So x equal to 0, 1 नहीं होगा, -1 नहीं होगा. Okay, x equal to -2 हो जाएगा. -2 पे ये हो गया -8 प्लस ये हो जाएगा 4, 4, 16 plus 2 minus 10. Okay. So one of the roots of this, one of the factors would be x plus 2. And then we find the other factor with the division method. So यहाँ पे x plus 2 है. So what do we get? X squared. So x cubed plus 2x squared. ये कैंसिल हो गया, ये आ गया 2x square minus x minus 10. So we do a plus 2x. So 2x square plus 4x. So ये हो जाएगा minus 5x minus 10. So which would need a minus 5. So qx would be x plus 2 into x square plus 2x minus 5. So in that case, between px and qx, ye और ye हो गया the common roots. So what would be the uncommon roots? The uncommon roots from px would be root 3 and minus root 3. And from qx would be minus 2. So the product, what would be the product of these roots? 6. The product of these roots would be 6.
सर वो अनकॉमन रूट्स के बाद एरो भी क्या लिखना है?
क्या? अच्छा, अनकॉमन रूट्स के बाद पहला रूट इज ये √3। √3 -√3 -2, ये 3 रूट्स है, 3 अनकॉमन रूट्स है। And next question, find the range of y is equal to 11x square minus 12x minus 6 divided by x square plus 4x plus 2. Quadratic by quadratic का रेंज निकालना है, we have done this in the class. सॉल्व करो, ये तो इजी क्वेश्चन है। Mechanism of solving it, we rewrite the whole thing as a quadratic in x. So we'll have y minus 11 x square plus 4y plus 12 x plus 2y plus 6 is equal to 0. And now for all valid y, we apply b greater than equal to 0. So 4y plus 12 whole square minus 4 times y minus 11 into 2y plus 6 is greater than equal to 0. ठीक है, तो सिंप्लीफाई कर लो। इससे 4 कॉमन ले लेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा 16 टाइम्स y प्लस 3 होल स्क्वायर -4। अच्छा, इससे 2 कॉमन ले लेंगे तो देन दिस विल बिकम 8 टाइम्स y minus 11 into y plus 3 is greater than equal to 0. ये कैंसिल हो गया। Now from the entire expression we can take a y plus 3 out common. तो ब्रैकेट में आ जाएगा twice of 2y plus 6 minus y plus 11 is greater than equal to 0. So factorization हो गया y plus 3 into y plus 17 is greater than equal to 0. Wavy curve minus infinity, infinity, the roots are minus 17 and minus 3. And since it's an upward opening parabola, wavy curve होगा minus plus minus plus. अब देखो पॉजिटिव वैल्यूज चाहिए, so the answer of this would be y lies between minus infinity to minus 17 union minus 3 to infinity. Now, एक check और करना होता है, which is for the coefficient for which this becomes 0. So y equal to 11 के लिए check करना होगा. ठीक है ना? So just do that check एक बार. ठीक है, एक वैलिड x आ जाएगा. 11x पे 11x पे cancel हो जाएगा. We will have a 44x minus 12x to 58x is equal to, ठीक है, x आ जाएगा. So the answer is minus infinity to minus 17 union minus 3 to infinity. That would be the range of this. Okay, next question. If the polynomials px, which is x square minus ax plus 5, and qx, which is 2x cubed plus 5x minus of a minus 3, when divided by x minus 2, have the same remainder. Find a. If the polynomials when divided by x minus 2 have the same remainder, find a.
On every lens, and this is going to be really easy.
So if a polynomial fx is divided by x minus a, what is the remainder?
P of 2.
The remainder is f of a. So when px is divided by x minus 2, the remainder would be p of 2, which in this case would be 4 minus 2a plus 5. So 9 minus 2a. And the remainder for qx would be q of 2, which would be 2, 4, 8, 16 plus 10 minus of a minus 3. तो ये कितना आ गया? 26 plus 3, 29 minus a. So now according to the solution, the two remainders are the same. So 9 minus 2a is 29 minus a, or we get a is equal to, ये इधर आया, ये इधर आया, a is minus 20. सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है. Okay, next question. If A, B, C are the sides of a triangle and no, क्या चलो ऐसे कर लो, are the sides of a scalene triangle. Okay, are the sides of a scalene triangle and K belongs to real numbers, then for the roots of the equation x square plus twice of a plus b plus c x plus 6k times ab plus bc plus ca equal to 0. Then for the roots of this equation to be real, find k. Then for the roots of this equation to be real, find k. What should be the value of k so that the roots of this equation are real? Okay. So we solve it in this case, in this way for real roots. Will imply we need d to be greater than or equal to 0. So d in this case would be 4a plus b plus c whole square minus 24k times ab plus bc plus ca is greater than or equal to 0. But a plus b plus c whole square would be like 4 times a square plus b square plus c square plus twice of AB plus BC plus CA minus 24K times AB plus BC plus CA is greater than equal to 0. फिर आ जाएगा 4 times A square plus B square plus C square माइनस, अच्छा यहाँ से आ गया 8, तो 24K minus 8 times AB plus BC plus CA will be greater than equal to 0. और A square plus B square plus C square is greater than equal to 24K minus 8 by 4 times AB plus BC plus CA. A का मैंने निकाला है, A को सब करने के minus 2 A square plus B square plus C square is greater than equal to 6K minus 2 AB plus BC plus CA. Now considering that A, B, C are the sides of a triangle, so A plus B has to be greater than C, or A plus B whole square has to be greater than C square, which will give us A square plus B square plus 2AB is greater than C square. So A square plus B square, अरे इक्वेशन 1 हो गया. Similarly, any two sides के लिए true होगा तो A plus B is greater than C, B plus C is greater than A. तो ये हो जाएगा B square plus C square plus 2BC is greater than A square. And then third combination होगा AC का, so A plus C is greater than B. तो ये आ जाएगा A square plus C square plus 2AC is greater than B square. So if we add up all of this, so that will give us A square, A square, B square, B square, C square, A square, B square, और यहाँ पे A square, B square एक cancel हो गया. So A square plus B square plus C square plus twice of AB plus BC plus CA is greater than 0. ए स्क्वायर कट गया, सी स्क्वायर कट गया, बी स्क्वायर कट गया। तो एक बी स्क्वायर बचा, एक ए स्क्वायर बचा, एक सी स्क्वायर बचा, या फिर तो एक रिलेशन तो ये आ जाएगा। दिस देन वुड बी सेम, तो ये तो ए प्लस बी प्लस सी होल स्क्वायर पॉजिटिव, ये तो एनीवेज हो रहा है, इससे तो कुछ नहीं मिलेगा। तो लेट्स से नेगेटिव वाला रिलेशन लेके करते हैं। तो नेगेटिव वाला रिलेशन लेके करेंगे। A minus B is less than C. A square plus B square minus 2AB is less than C square. Similarly, B square plus C square minus 2BC is less than A square. And A square plus C square minus 2AC is less than B square. इसको ऐड करेंगे तो क्या आएगा? इसको ऐड करने से आएगा A square plus B square plus C square minus 2AB, so is less than twice of AB plus BC plus CA. Or this would be A square plus B square plus C square by AB plus BC plus CA is less than equal to 2. Is less than 2. तो यहाँ पे this is A square plus B square plus C square by AB plus BC plus CA is greater than equal to 6K minus 2. Now the maximum possible value for this is 2, which is like 2 is greater than equal to 6K minus 2. So that'll give us 4 is greater than equal to 6K, or 6 नीचे गया 2/3 आ जाएगा. So K is less than 2/3. बट क्योंकि ये इक्वल नहीं है तो यहाँ से भी इक्वल टू कट जाएगा, यहाँ पे भी इक्वल टू नहीं आएगा, बिकॉज एंड up getting 2/3 is less than K. That's the answer. K has to lie between 2/3 to infinity. For the equation to have real roots, K has to lie between 2/3 to infinity. नेगेटिव वाला रिलेशन चाहिए, ये पॉजिटिव वाला रिलेशन नहीं चाहिए, ये काम का नहीं है, क्योंकि इससे यू एंड अप गेटिंग A plus B plus C होल स्क्वायर इज ग्रेटर देन 0. भाई वो तो होना ही है, इसमें ट्राइंगल नहीं भी हो तो भी फर्क नहीं पड़ता, ये तो एनीवेज होना ही है. हाँ, अरे सॉरी, लाइन उल्टा लगा आपको. डेटा दे दूंगा ना. माइनस इंफिनिटी टू 2/3.
5 minutes.
Okay. Next question, a very easy one. If minus 2 comma 7 is the highest point on the graph of y equal to minus 2x squared minus 4ax plus a, then a plus a is equal to if minus 2 comma 7 is the highest point on the graph, then a plus a is equal to so it's a downward opening parabola. The highest point on this would be the vertex. And how do we find the vertex of a parabola? Minus b by 2a comma minus d by 4a. So minus b by 2a is minus 2 and minus b by 4a is 7. तो वैल्यू प्लग इन कर दो, माइनस b हो गया 4a by minus 4 is minus 2, so that'll give us a as 2 and minus d by 4a का value 2 हो गया, so minus b is 56 and d would be b squared, so minus 56. d is minus 56 and d कितना हो गया 4a, so 16a squared 16a squared 16a squared 16 into 4 64 minus 4k and a minus 2, so plus 8k is minus 56. So k would be minus 56 minus 64. So 60 plus 60, 120 by 8 with a negative sign. 120 by 8 कितना आएगा? Minus 15. So a is equal to 2, k is equal to minus 15. ठीक है? a plus k निकाल लेना. Next question.
सर वहाँ पे 4a माइनस 8 नहीं हुआ क्या?
पूरे minus 8 कहाँ पे? क्या 4a?
सर यहाँ पे
a भी तो
4a जो है a नेगेटिव है तो
हाँ तो a नेगेटिव है ना, तो माइनस 4ac प्लस हो जाएगा. अच्छा बाहर में भी तो नेगेटिव था, तो नेगेटिव तो यहाँ पे शिफ्ट कर दिया -56। कौन से वाले स्टेप पे बोल रहे हैं, डी के लिए या ये बी के लिए?
नहीं सर, राइट वाला जो -d/4 लिखा है ना,
हाँ,
वहां पे
माइनस डी
सर
बाई फोर इज 7, तो 4 हो गया 8, 8 क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई हो गया 56, ए का वैल्यू 2 है ना। अच्छा सॉरी सॉरी सॉरी, माय बैड, हाँ हाँ, समझ गया समझ गया। ओके, ये ए का, ये तो यहाँ पे तो ए ऑफ द पैराबोला आएगा ना, राइट 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 राइट, सिली मिस्टेक। ये -56 होगा, तो ये और ये
इक्वेशन का
माइनस माइनस
a
कैंसिल हो गया।
-2।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, ठीक 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 है, करेक्ट 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 करेक्ट। तो ये 56 हो जाएगा, तो 56 -64, -8 आ जाएगा, -8/8। ओके ओके,
सर
राइट 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 राइट। So this would be a -8/8. So k का वैल्यू -1 आएगा, तो a is 2, k is -1, राइट। हाँ, k of the parabola होगा ना। ओके, हाँ तो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, हाँ। Find the condition so that the roots of x cube plus 3p x square plus 3qx plus r equal to 0 are in HP. Find the condition that the roots of this cubic are in HP. So let's say the roots of this cubic are alpha, beta, gamma, and alpha, beta, gamma, according to the question, are in HP. Okay. So that will imply 1 by alpha, 1 by beta, 1 by gamma are in AP. Okay. So that tells us 2 by beta would be 1 by alpha plus 1 by gamma. अच्छा, दोनों साइड 1 by beta ऐड कर दो, तो 3 by beta would be 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta plus 1 by gamma. But 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta plus 1 by gamma is sum of the reciprocals. Or in a cubic, what is the sum of the reciprocals of the roots?
-b/,
Minus c by d. एलसीएम लेंगे तो ऊपर में सम ऑफ द रूट्स अगेन 2 एट अ टाइम डिवाइड बाय प्रोडक्ट ऑफ द रूट्स आ जाएगा, तो c by a by -d/a minus c by d होता है, so that in the question will become 3 beta is equal to, अच्छा c का वैल्यू है 3q, so -3q, एंड d का वैल्यू है r, तो 3 तो कैंसिल हो गया, we'll end up getting beta is -r/q. So is everyone clear till here? But beta is one of the roots of the cubic. So what should beta do? It must satisfy the equation. So minus r by q को इसमें डाल देंगे and that will generate the required condition. So minus of r cube by q cube plus 3p r square by q square plus 3q minus r by q plus r is equal to 0. तो यहाँ पे q cube cancel हो जाएगा. We'll have a minus r cube plus 3p r square and ये कितना हो गया minus 3r plus r minus 2r. So minus 2r cube is equal to 0. We'll end up getting the condition as something like this. अच्छा यहाँ पे तो क्यू स्क्वायर था ना, तो एक क्यू आ जाएगा और इस पूरे से एक आर कैंसिल हो गया, तो और माइनस एडजस्ट करके दिस विल बी देन 2q³ minus 3pqr plus r square is equal to 0. This would be the condition. The condition for the roots of the cubic to be in HP is this. 2q³ minus 3pqr plus r square is equal to 0. Okay, next question. The range of y is equal to x square plus 2x plus c by x square plus 4x plus 3c will be all real values if c is, find c. If the range of y is y x square plus 2x plus c will be all real numbers if c is equal to The method of solving same है, convert to a quadratic in x. So y minus x square plus 4y minus 2x plus 3cy minus c is equal to 0. Now we want that y from here, but this quadratic, to have real roots. So यहाँ पे d greater than equal to 0 लग गया. So that will be 4y minus 2 whole square minus 4 times y minus 1 into 3cy minus c is greater than equal to 0. Now we want this quadratic to stay positive for all values of y, so that y can be all real numbers. But what be the condition for a quadratic to be positive for all real numbers? The d of this quadratic has to be less than 0. जैसे इसको लिख दिया y, we can take 2 common, तो 4 बाहर आ जाएगा. So 2y minus 1 whole square minus 4y minus 1 3cy minus c is greater than equal to 0. 4 cancel हो जाएगा, तो ये हो गया 4y square minus 4y plus 1 minus 3c y square plus py plus 3cy and a minus c is greater than equal to 0. So rewriting this as a quadratic, 4 minus 3c y square और y कितना है टोटल में, तो cy plus 3cy 4cy minus 4 plus 4c minus 4 y, and the constant we have is 1 minus c. Now we want this quadratic to be greater than equal to 0 for all values of y belonging to real numbers. So उसके लिए the condition is a has to be positive, b has to be negative. For a quadratic to be positive for all real numbers, a must be positive, d must be negative. So 4 minus 3c must be positive, or 4 must be greater than 3c, or 4 by 3 is greater than c. So पहला condition आ जाएगा, c has to be less than 4 by 3. अच्छा, अब d less than 0 करेंगे इसका. तो इसका d would be 416. 16 c minus 1 square minus 4 into 4 minus 3c into 1 minus c is less than 0. ये less than 0 चाहिए. तो 4 और 4 यहाँ पे कट गया, दोनों में से c minus 1 कॉमन आ जाएगा, और ब्रैकेट में क्या बचा, 4c minus 1 plus 4 minus 3c is less than 0. So c minus 1 into minus 4 plus 4 कट गया, 4c, अभी c आ गया, into c is less than 0. इसका वेवी कर्व कर देंगे, माइनस इंफिनिटी 0 1 इंफिनिटी, तो पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव, तो यहाँ से आ जाएगा c lies between 0 to 1. Now what will be the intersection of the two conditions? The first condition is c is less than 4 by 3. The second condition is c lies between 0 to 1. The intersection of the two will give us the final answer as c lies between 0 and 1. Next question. If the roots of x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 are three consecutive integers. Three consecutive integers. Then the value of a square by b plus 1 is. Find the value of a square plus b plus 1. If the roots of this are three consecutive integers, then the value of a square by b plus 1 is. Okay. We solve it like this. If the roots are three consecutive integers, so what can we take the roots as? Alpha, alpha plus 1, alpha plus 2. So in that case, what would be the sum of the roots? The sum of the roots हो जाएगा 3 alpha plus 3 and that is minus a, and sum of the roots taken 2 at a time. So ये हो जाएगा alpha into alpha plus 1 plus alpha plus 1 into alpha plus beta in sorry, plus alpha times alpha plus 2. This would be b, but I think b plus 1 चाहिए, so let's say we do a plus 1 on both the sides. So now let's see what this ends up becoming. So alpha square plus alpha, and ये हो जाएगा alpha square plus 3 alpha plus 2 plus alpha square plus 2 alpha plus 1 is b plus 1. So collect करेंगे तो we have 3 alpha square. Alpha plus 3 alpha plus 2 alpha. So plus 6 alpha and a plus 2 plus 1. 3 is b plus 1, which is like 3 times alpha square plus 2 alpha plus 1. So you got 3 times alpha plus 1 whole square is b plus 1. Now we are looking for the value of a square by b plus 1. So a square from the first equation is like 3 times alpha plus 1 whole square divided by b plus 1 is 3 times alpha plus 1 whole square. So that's like 9. Alpha plus 1 whole square divided by 3 times alpha plus 1 whole square. ये cancel हो गया, giving us the answer as 3. The value of a square by b plus 1 is 3. Okay. Okay, let's say we'll stop at this for today. Right, so that would be it for today. I hope we were able to understand all the questions that we have discussed. These were quite a different type of questions from what we have done in the classes, because in the class we were not able to focus too much on polynomials. So I've been discussing a lot of questions on polynomials specifically in the online sessions, that you get used to the concept and the idea of solving for polynomials as well. Okay, not just quadratics. Okay. So that is